As a finance professional, in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICAN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized SEMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a
Oh yes, good evening, professional colleagues, student members and friends of ICAN, and welcome to another episode of ICAN on Air, your great platform for learning, powered by our noble institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. I'm your host for today, Tosin Akinwumi, FCA, and it's ICAN on Air again today, your program. Please inform your colleagues and friends that the show has commenced and that they can be part of this show on ICAN Facebook page or ICAN YouTube channel. Although we celebrated International Accounting Day on Sunday, November 10th, 2024. But since we are just coming on air after the celebration, I'm using the opportunity to say Happy International Accounting Day to all our professional colleagues across the globe for your great work and contributions to various economics, sectors, organizations, and lives. We say thank you and well done for the good job you are doing. And this great celebration is what has actually begotten this special episode for today. And today, Thursday, 14th November 2024, we are looking at something different, something unique, something peculiar, and something distinct. International Accounting Day 2024, Inspiring Generation Next. And I have here with me the young, vibrant minds from Nigerian universities located in the Western, Southeastern, and Northwestern geopolitical zones. Of course, this is not in any way any form of contest or debate and should not be viewed as such, but it's a free will expression of their minds on how they have been inspired by their choice of accounting as a course in their academic journey. As such, sit back and relax as let's quickly go and run some commercials. I'll be back shortly to unveil our guest to you today. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
In today's interconnected world, complexity is the new normal. An accountant must navigate this landscape, leveraging interdisciplinary approaches to drive sustainable growth. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, USA District, invites you to our 12th ICAN USA International Accountant Conference. Join us for 4 days of inspiring keynotes, interactive sessions, and expert panel sessions. Date is 26th to 31st of August 2025. Theme: Navigating Complexity, Accountants as Catalyst for Interdisciplinary Solutions. Venue is Windham, Indianapolis Airport Hotel, 2544 Executive Drive, Indianapolis, in 46241. Join the conversation. Shape the future.
All right, you are welcome back to the show, and it's your program, our program, ICAN on Air. And I already have in-house our guest on the show today. I have Ed Franklin, a 400 level student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Ed Franklin, it's a pleasure to have you on this show today. How are you doing, Franklin? You are muted, Franklin. You are muted. You are muted. You are muted, Franklin. Okay, talk to us now. Okay, I'll come back to you, Franklin. We also have here Afsat Temitope Muhammad, a 400 level student of University of Lagos in the accounting department. Afsat Temitope, it's a pleasure to have you on the show today. Unmute and
Good,
speak
eve-
to us.
good evening. It's nice to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Temitope Afsat Muhammad, and thank you very much, Edo Franklin. The third person, Abdullahi, will be joining us in the course of this program. It's good to let our viewers know that both guests are already qualified members of the Institute, are waiting induction, and they are also current students in their respective university. And like I did mention, this is a unique episode, and that's why we have brought them on this show in celebration of the International Accounting Day. So we can also have a different approach to the program. Once again, I welcome you to the show. And now let's go straight into the program. I'm sure our people are already here and they are actually following us and they are ready to be part of the program in terms of to understand what exactly is the team trying to do today by bringing these students on the show. I can see Abdullah. Abdullah is just coming in live. Asimi Abdullah Olamide from ABU. From ABU, also a 400 level student of ABU. You are welcome, Asimi Abdullah Olamide. So let's go straight into the topic for today. And I'll start with Hafsat. In the words of Tony Elumelu, the chairman, who happens to be the chairman of UBA, he said, and I quote, success is made up of 1% dreams and 99% hard work. Our viewers today, they are already thrilled that you are already preparing to step into the shoes of our founding fathers and to possibly break new positive barriers in the accounting profession. So my question to you, my very first question is, what actually motivated you to seek admission into higher institution and to study accounting in particular?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. My motivation to study accounting from its universal relevance and applicability across various fields. Accounting is often referred to as the language of business, and being a curious person, I decided to study accounting because it is a multi-dimensional field that will allow me to apply my knowledge to different fields and learn from different professionals. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. That's great. Accounting is the language of business, and because of its universality, that means that there is nowhere you go to, you will not see accountant or you wouldn't see the need for accounting. And that's exactly what motivated Hafsat to actually go into accounting. Franklin, let's hear from you. What motivated you to seek admission into UNN and to study accounting? Franklin, can you hear me, please?
Okay, when I was a kid, I think then we were in still in second in nursery school. So there was this chart board they presented before us to choose what we want to like be in future, like the occupation we like to be in future. So there was a doctor, a nurse, teacher, engineer, and accountant. So the doctor with was wearing a coat while the nurse
Oh, I'm actually struggling to hear Franklin, but I think he's coming up with a story of what actually transpired in his secondary school days, which actually led to his decision to study accounting. When you're back, Franklin, I think we'll continue from where you stopped. But let me go back to Afsat on the next line of thought. So, Afsat, to you, very soon you will graduate with prestigious and in flying colors in accounting. Uh, have, have you made up your mind on the field, on the particular field or branch of accounting that you wish to specialize in? If yes, what is that particular field you want to specialize in, and how did you arrive at your decision to specialize in that field?
Okay, thank you very much. I haven't made up my mind on which field I want to specialize in. And the reason is I believe that as a student, I am still learning the theoretical aspects of accounting. I believe every field that I'm currently learning, will be just as interesting as the other. And I don't think I have the relevant experience to decide what to specialize in yet. I think by gathering experience from different by practicing in different firms and learning from different branches, the different professionals in the different branches of accounting will be able to help me make this decision. So for now, my plan is to get as much experience as I can from different branches of accounting before I make up my mind. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. But I'm sure you are aware that there are different branches of accounting, there are different branches of specialization in accounting. I'm sure you're aware.
Yes, I am. I am, sir.
Okay, well done. You're welcome, Asimi Abdullahi Olamide, a student of Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria. It's a pleasure to
Good
have
evening,
you
sir.
today.
Okay, thank you to
Good
having
evening.
me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are right on time. Right on time in the sense that we are still talking about what was your motivating factor? What led you to seek admission in ABU and to study accounting and not any other course? Talk to us.
Okay. If a future of particular child under is by activities of his or her parents, my activities and working of my daddy with a United Bank for Africa in our particular area explore me to have a knowledge about the banking sectors. But by the time I entered, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Okay.
Yes.
By the time I entered the secondary school, they do the orientation for us. Orientation is very important, if for any aspect of life, not only about the accounting. They are explaining about the taxation. They explain about this auditing, and when they explain about the auditing, especially the analytical skill, I have an interest on it. It make me to like more about the accounting. That is why I started doing the accounting. Thank you.
Okay. Very interesting story. So now you talked about auditing in your response. Have you made up your mind to specialize in auditing, or which exact particular branch of accounting are you trying to major in?
Yes, sir. I have made up my mind in auditing and taxation.
In auditing and also in taxation. Okay, those are
Yes.
part of the branches that we talked about. Well done. Okay, back to you, Franklin. So let me hear from you. You were talking about a few things, but we would lost you to network glitches. So have you made up your mind on the branch of accounting you want to specialize on? If yes, what is it? If no, why?
Yes, I've decided to focus on financial analysis and taxation. Financial analysis excites me because it's about understanding a company's financial health and helping leaders or managers make smart decisions for success. I get to use my analytical skills. I know how to analyze financial statements. I think that's what helped me. It's my case study exam, ICAN exam. So I get to use my analytical skills to uncover insights that show where a business is strong and where it can improve. For the taxation, on the other hand, it is a way to help businesses manage their taxes effectively and stay compliant with the law. Tax laws can be very complex and constantly changing. So I believe that effective tax planning requires not only technical knowledge but also creativity in finding lawful ways to minimize the tax liabilities that the company will pay. So specializing in these areas now lets me to work on both strategy and compliance so I can help companies achieve their goals by promoting honesty and transparency in finance. So that's
Great, 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 great. Helping companies to achieve their goals and also fulfilling your own career and ambition. That's a good one. Well done, guys. Okay, so let's deviate a little. We understand the fact that you guys are still students. So in your accounting study, let me go back to AFSAT now from Unilag. In your accounting study so far, which course has been the toughest to you from your 100 level to your 400 level, and which one has been the easiest? And in either case, what do you think were the reasons why you have chosen one to be the toughest and why you have thought of the other to be the easiest? Let me hear from you, Afsat.
Okay. Well, in my accounting studies, I would say the easiest course for me has been financial accounting or financial reporting, as you choose to refer to it. This is because it formed the foundation of my knowledge in accounting right from secondary school. I think the foundation laid for us has been from the double entry principle, which is like a basic part of financial accounting. So I'll say financial accounting has been the easiest course for me because I have like my foundation in accounting stems from this particular field. As for my toughest course, I'll say it is taxation. The reason why tax has been difficult for me is because it is intertwined with law in a way, and keeping up with the changes in tax regulations and acts and legal implications of different scenarios can be difficult. That is why I that is why taxation has been challenging for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. A very interesting response from Hafsat. While I agree with you that taxation is the application of law anyway, but I'm not saying I'm agreeing with you that it's a very tough course, but you have just made your mind known. Let me go back to Asimi Abdullahi. Asimi, your toughest and your easiest course. Asimi, can you hear me?
Okay. Um, my toughest course in accounting, I can say, is a forensic. Why my easier course is a cost accounting. When we are doing the cost accounting, I see the cost accounting because the logic there is that you are doing calculation, analysis, and budgeting. Specifically, we are calculating on based on per unit cost, and we are calculating uniting, we are forecasting, and we are doing the budgeting. You understanding the ratio, how you are doing the business, how to use the resources in an efficiency way and effective, and what you want to achieve during a year or during the month. You already plan everything. That's why I like this. Make find the cost accounting as easy. But for the other hand, the forensic accounting is a new course, especially in our school. It's very challenging because we are the first year they are doing it, and we have a lack of comprehensive study material and the limited resources. And the material we are using, if you want to go and reading it, is very bulky, and it contains a complex investigation techniques and analysis, and you use the scientific method to gather all of investigation. You need the investigation skill for auditing skill and in financial accounting skill to go into that one. Is very complex course, and you need to
Okay.
think critical and have a problem solving skills.
Okay. Okay, all right, that's well noted. For you, cost accounting looks easiest, or and forensic looks very tough because of those reasons you have given. Franklin, let's hear from you briefly. Your toughest course, your easiest course.
Okay, my easiest course so far have been financial accounting. I believe it is because my secondary school teacher really taught me well about the double entry. You know, once you understand the double entry principle and the basics, financial accounting shouldn't be a hard course for you. So I think I got the right foundation for it. And for my toughest course, it will be monetary theory and policy, monetary policy and theories. That's been my toughest course so far. The challenge with this course is that it is not just about memorizing concepts. It's about understanding how central banks use tools like interest rate, money supply to manage the economic stability. So it was difficult then to connect how these policies impact to things like inflation, unemployment, growth in real life, unemployment and growth in the economy in real life. However, after spending more time studying and applying this concept, I've gained better understanding. So it is no longer a hard course for me. So, but it was my toughest so far.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, guys, and that's a good one. We have heard from you your toughest and your easiest course. Just that I'm a bit tempted to ask Franklin and Afsat some financial reporting questions, since you said that is the easiest course for you. But let's not go there in this episode. Okay, so let me come to Afsat now. Afsat, let's assume that you are invited as a final year student that you are, as you are now invited as a guest speaker, that you should counsel some freshly admitted, some jambites, as we used to call them, some jambite accounting students. Tell me, or tell our global viewers, some of those points you are going to raise with them in counseling them.
Okay, thank you. Well, if I were to counsel a group of freshers or jambites that chose to study accounting, the first and most important information I'll be giving them is to start their ICAN as soon as possible, or any professional certification in accounting. They should not wait till after graduation, as some people have chosen to. This is because, apart from saving time, it's like when you're studying for your professional examinations, it will also help you in school. So you have enough time to prepare for both of them with the right time management skills, of course. Another point that I'll raise is that accounting is a field that is evolving, that is quickly evolving, and there are some people already saying that AI is here to take our jobs. So I think the best thing is to advise young accountants to keep up with trends. That is, to equip themselves with skills like data analytics and how to use different tech tools like Excel. It is a very important accounting tool. And lastly, I'm going to say they should keep an open mind. They should not. Accounting is more than just balancing numbers. You should keep an open mind. You should be open to learning you should be open to specializing in different fields. There is audit, there is management accounting, there is taxation, there is forensics that you can do. Thank you very much. Those would be my points if I were to coach a group of freshmen.
They are sufficient for anybody to go and do well. Thank you very much, Afsat, for those laudable points. Frankly, do you want to add one or two to the points that Afsat has raised?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I also want to tell them. I also tell them to like after I've already talked about them doing starting ICAN. That's 8 years since they are undergraduate. They should start their 8 years. Like me, I started my 8 years in year one. So now I just completed my professional exam, ICAN professional, in May, and I cleared it. So I'll just advise them that if they want to become chartered before they graduate, they should start early and start their ICAN. So what I also like to add is for now book wise, they should, to understand accounting, you have to like master the fundamentals. You know, accounting is like building a house. You need a strong foundation. So they should take their time to understand these introductory courses like basic accounting and make sure they really understand the core principles. And also, as accountants, we should be honest. So, you know, accounting is built on trust. Be accurate and ethical, and it will make you respected in your career. So you have to start practicing these values now so that it won't be difficult for you when you get there. So that's it. And she have
Wow,
already said about
that's
technology. So that's
exactly,
it.
exactly. That's another good one, another good addition, that accounting is founded on integrity and trust, and that they should start emulating those virtues. That's a good one. Well done. Now, I want to build on your response, both yourself and Hafsat, by encouraging the freshers to start ICANN. So your profile tells me that you guys are fresh and freshly minted qualified ICAN student, if I may put it that way, and awaiting induction. And particularly for you, Franklin, you're a prize winner in the May 2024 diet in case study in particular. So my question to two of you, and I will be starting with you first, Franklin. Share your experience briefly. How were you able to combine the rigorous process of writing ICAN examination with your school programs, writing exams, and still coming out as the best final year student in your department? Both of you. Let me hear from you briefly, Franklin.
Okay, it started in our year one. So there was this scholarship funded by Mr. Chidi Ajebu. He was the 50th ICAN president. So he funded the scholarship for all the Southeast accountancy students. So I joined there, although I was still having double mind to join, but I still joined because my mother encouraged me to do it because others are doing it. So I just joined. And about the studying part, it wasn't easy, but I have friends that usually support me because not all my friends that were actually writing. So I have some that were supporting me, and me, I was also reading like for the 8 years wasn't hard. I think the main icon starts from the skills and professional. 8 years was just it was like writing on my exam, but skills was so hard. So what I did was to create a plan that every day I will cover like 30 pages of the icon pack. That was how I was able, and I started early to read for the icon, both skills and professional. And I did not really sleep well too that period because what I used to do then was to wake up to after class, normal class. So I'll come back to my lodge, um, take my bath, eat, then sleep. Then I'll wake up by 1 or by 2 to start reading. And I know anytime I wake up by that time, it will be very difficult for me to sleep again. So I will start from there and start from that 1 or 2 to read till morning. And I also consulted some YouTube channels like Fog Accountancy tutorials and Esican. I was watching their videos because I was also attending normal tutorials in SWOT Enugu, but they were not really covering everything. Which we all know that it was not possible for them to cover every aspect of the pack. So I was able to combine the normal tutorials with the fog and Ezekan on YouTube. So that was how I was able to understand most of the topics and ace my icon.
Okay, thank you. After, let's hear from you how you were able to combine both, that you wrote ICAN and you passed, and you also did so well and became the best student in your final year in Unilag. Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, like Franklin said, time management was very important when I was combining ICAN and school. I had during the weekends I attended tutorials, and on weekdays I focused on school. And I don't know, unluckily for me, my school calendar examination was clashing with ICAN exams. So it was mostly like 2 weeks to school exams. So they were always like 2 weeks apart from each other. So I had to prepare for both of them at the same time. What I did was I created a timetable and I was always reading, like you said. But I did not joke with my sleep. I was not a midnight person. I'm not a midnight person. So during the day, I was always reading. If I was not preparing for ICAN, I was preparing for my school exams. And with effective time management, I was able to ace my exams. Thank you.
Well done, guys. You know why I'm just laughing from here? Because I can relate. I also qualified while in school, and all of these things you were saying were also things I was doing and all that. Well done. Congratulations on your qualification. Well done, well done. I'm sure by very soon we'll be meeting for induction. Well done. Okay, so let's go to another area. Now I'm coming to you, Abdullahi Olamide from ABU. As an accounting student, you are expected to, if you're in a university, you should be part of NOASA, which is the Nigerian Universities Accounting Student Association. And if you're in a polytechnic, you should be part of NAPAS, National Association of Political Accountancy Students. Now, my question is, how often do you meet in that association to share information on study habits, scholarship opportunities, support for one another, and social responsibility. How often do you guys meet in NUASA to share all of these concerns? Abdullahi.
Thank you,
You
sir.
are muted. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. For the question you asked, how we are sharing the information about the scholarship thread and all any other opportunity that's going around. We are getting the opportunity maybe for our senior colleagues, or we also as a male like currently an academic director of our department. All the activities that's going on daily weekly, I'll go to LinkedIn, Facebook, and go to scholarship rejoin and any other scholarship platform to find more information about the scholarship. By the time I'm sharing the more scholarship to the people that also have, they also sharing their own. By the time they share their own, I will receive that one and share it to the group. And the group also, I also receive it for the majority of our seniors that are already working.
Abdullahi, we lost you due to network glitch. I can't hear anything again. But I'm sure when you're back, we'll continue. You said what? Okay. Franklin, same question to you. How often do you share things in NUASA?
Okay. So I'm in several groups where they usually share scholarship opportunities. Like this a group called SWOT Associates. It's an ICAN-ngr center group. So I do get updates from there, both intern opportunities from there. So we usually, some people, there are other people in my department that are also in the group. So whenever those opportunities comes up, they usually share to the WhatsApp group for those that are interested. And there are some too that they are like, every accountancy department, I don't know for, or I know for accountancy departments in UNEC and UNN, they have like this student audit firms. Like I'm a member of PAC, potential auditors and consultants. So there are these opportunities they usually get, maybe from FIRS, Enugu State Board of Internal Revenue, maybe FCC too. All these they do get internship opportunities there. So whenever we get this opportunity, we usually share it to the group, to the PAC members who are also members of NUASA. So that was how we are able to share the scholarship and other internship opportunities.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, and that's a good one. So, we are still on our program, International Accounting Day 2024, Inspiring Generation Next. And my guests here, Afsat Temitope Mohammed, Ed Franklin, and Asimi Abdullahi Olamide, are actually doing well in terms of inspiring the generation next. Let's quickly go and run some commercials. We'll be right back and take some of your comments and are encouraging to these young minds. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The Skill Up Artisans Program Super is an initiative of the federal government.
The aim of Super is to upskill Nigerian artisans for better employability. This we are carrying out by collecting the data of Nigeria artisans through massive registration, training, certification, and licensing for better job opportunities, both locally and internationally. Super will improve the quality of life of Nigeria artisans. It will improve the quality of work from Nigeria artisans, enhance work and professional ethics from Nigeria artisans, reduce dependency on foreign artisans, and increase foreign exchange through talent export.
Log on to super.itf.gov.ng to register now. Super, upskilling Nigeria artisans for super job.
In today's interconnected world, complexity is the new normal. An accountant must navigate this landscape, leveraging interdisciplinary approaches to drive sustainable growth. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, USA District, invites you to our 12th ICAN USA International Accountant Conference. Join us for 4 days of inspiring keynotes, interactive sessions, and expert panel sessions. Date is 26th to 31st of August 2025. Theme: Navigating Complexity, Accountants as Catalyst for Interdisciplinary Solutions. Venue is Windham, Indianapolis Airport Hotel, 2544 Executive Drive, Indianapolis, in 46241. Join the conversation. Shape the future.
The Skill Up Artisans Program Super is an initiative of
Yes, you are welcome back to ICAN-ngr, and we still your program, and we are discussing today International Accounting Day 2024, Inspiring Generation Next. And of course, you will have noticed that it is a unique episode that is featuring young minds from 3 universities located in 3 geopolitical zones. We have Afsat Temitope Mohammed from University of Lagos, a 400 level student who has also passed ICAN examinations and awaiting induction. We also have Eden Franklin, a student of University of Nigeria on Suka, a 400 level of accounting department, who has also qualified for ICAN and also awaiting induction. And we also have here Asimi Abdullahi Olamide, 400 level student of accounting in ABU in Zaria. And together we are discussing this topic. We can see some of your comments as also inspiring these younger ones. So let's check out for some of the comments and see what you have to say about these younger ones. Media, let's work together on some of the comments that people are raising to cheer up and energize these younger ones regarding this particular opportunity they have been given today to showcase what exactly they are made up of. And that exactly is the way to go. From Fagbolate Mitokwe Adeni, he said, kudos to our freshly minted qualified accountant awaiting induction. We are really proud of you with this crop of articulate new generation qualified accountants. Our future is secured in ICAN. Well done, Temitope, Abdullahi, and Franklin. That's Fagbolate Temitope from Ibadan. Actually saying good words to our guests on the show today. We have quite a lot. Of our people who are actually sending goodwill messages. So God is my heart seeing Gen Z accountant mounting the center stage. It signals the generational shift and preparation for the brighter, rewarding future for our noble institute. Thank you. We really appreciate. For the want of time, let's continue, guys. Now, I can ask 3 scholarship schemes for accounting students of higher institutions. I don't know to the level of your awareness about this program. One is Diamond. The Diamond scheme is for the first class graduate of any course that is open for them to write the professional examinations of ICAN. The Gold scheme for the best graduating accounting students to write the professional level examination. And then Silver for the best 100 level students to write the ATSWA examinations. What is the awareness of these opportunities in your respective institutions? And to what extent are your colleagues taking advantage of these opportunities? Let me start with Franklin. Franklin.
Okay, thank you very much. In our department, there is good awareness about ICAN Diamond Scholarship Scheme, and many students are taking advantage of it, especially since it is highly regarded and well publicized. However, awareness about the other scholarship schemes, like you said, the gold and the silver schemes, is much lower. People don't really know about that. The one notable scholarship, the one that people usually register for in our school, is the ICAN scholarship program funded by Chidi Ajebu, like I said, the 50th ICAN president. Many students see that as a good opportunity and are eager to benefit from it, which has led to strong participation in my school. But as for the other ICAN funded scholarships, they aren't as widely discussed or utilized by students in my school, likely due to limited information or visibility around them. Yeah, hopefully, with more awareness, students might begin to see the value in these options.
Okay, thank you very much, Franklin. I'm just surprised you know that our revert past president is the 50th president of the institute. You keep mentioning 50th, 50th. That tells me you are very much conversant with the revert past president. Well done. And because you are also part of that scheme and has finally produced you as a qualified member. Well done. Afsat, let me hear from you. To what extent is that scheme conversant, or people are conversant of that program in Unilag?
Okay, we are well aware of the 3 scholarships in my school. The department makes sure to publicize scholarship opportunities to us as accounting students. But when you talk about the extent to which we are taking advantage of it, I'll say the one that students are really taking advantage of is the silver for best 100 level students. Yeah, because I think the reason is most of us in our school would have finished ICAN, completed ICAN by the time we got to the stage where you'll be able to determine the best graduating students. So I'll say that's why there's only a few people going for that one. So I'll say there's more crowd leaning towards the silver scholarship, but we are well aware of the 3 scholarships.
Okay, thank you very much. So even when you have qualified as early as 300 level, what do you now need that award for in 400 level? I think I got you clearly. That's a good one, and a good hard work being recognized. Abdullahi, to what extent are these scholarships made aware in Zaria, in HBU?
All of these 3 scholarship, thank you, sir. All of these 3 scholarship, we are never aware it in our school. This is the first time I will hear it, sir. Only the another scholarship opportunity we are aware, but for this ICAN scholarship for silver and golden and diamond, we are never aware of it.
Okay. At least you are hearing that about that scheme. Like others also mentioned, I can try to, as much as possible, make much awareness about this scholarship. And I think from this, as a takeaway from this session, uh, will also ensure that more awareness is being done across the schools so that those who are also not familiar can also be familiar. Okay, so let's go to another area. Now, of course, we want to believe that as generation next, as young accountants, as those who are just coming up, 2 of you have qualified, 1 is still on it, and all of that. You have people you are looking up to as role model, people you want to be like in the accounting or accountancy profession. Let me start with Hafsat. Who is or who are, if they are men and women, your role model in this profession? And in what ways have they positively influenced your studies? And how do you intend to contribute your quota after your graduation?
Okay, I have a lot of. I'll say there are a number of people that that motivated me to study accounting. So I have a lot of role models. First and foremost, I'll say my dad, because as Franklin mentioned earlier, the foundation for any accountant is integrity and honesty. So bringing us up, he nurtured us to make sure that we have these qualities in any profession or any field that we want to practice. And then another key role model that I would like to mention is a family friend that is an accountant. He's my daddy's friend, and he's a chartered accountant. I've even been lucky to work with him and learn from him. So he was one of the people that really pushed me and stood behind me. As the last born in my family, I'm the only one in the commercial department. So it was even strange when I decided to divert from the normal art or science So he was one of the people pushing me and telling me to go for it. Accounting is a really good field, and it is the kind of field that I'll be, like I mentioned earlier, that is multi-dimensional. So my knowledge will not be limited. I'll be able to practice in different field. And then my after graduation, I plan to contribute by mentoring younger students, especially those who may not be aware of the different fields in accounting. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hafsat. One thing that caught it for me is your response about your dad that actually laid the foundation for integrity in you. Charity, they say, begins at home. I think that's where you actually got that from. Well done. That's a good one. And let's get to hear from you, Franklin. Who is or who are your role model that you're actually looking up to in this profession?
Okay. I have many role models too. And starting from my primary school, there was this my lesson teacher. He's an accountant now, but then he was just a student in a university, so he was like teaching us part time. Okay, so he was studying accounting in school, a University of Abia State University, Uturu, Apsun. So he also motivated the way I saw the way he does his things just made me to want to be like him. And my other role model is Mr. Chidi Ajebu. I'm sorry, I know I'll keep repeating his name.
The
So my
fifth,
role model,
no, complete,
his journey,
complete it. The fifth
yeah,
president.
his journey and contribution into the accounting profession inspired me deeply, and I admire his leadership as the Golden Jubilee President of ICAN and his dedication to supporting young accountants. So what I will like my part to play to motivate young accountants is like I'm already holding tutorials for students in my department though, both my department and those in banking and management. So I do hold tutorials for them sometimes. So I think that is my part of my contribution to them. And I know I will still do more though. It's just time. Let me just give it time.
Thank you very much, Franklin. Even though you came up out this time around, instead of saying 50th, you went to say Golden Jubilee President, and I think you are doing well. You want to take this program out of my hands as the anchor. That's what I'm seeing. Well done. You are doing well. Well done. Abdullah, let's hear from you. Who is or who are your role model, those who are actually looking up to in this accounting profession?
As I said, when you asked me for the first question, I talk about my dad, how my daddy are working in UBA we have in our site, and all of that thing motivates me when I was young. But by the time I enter university, the first person that motivates me to know how that this in this institution, if you want to succeed, you need to read more than one textbook. You can read like four or five. It's our HOD, Dr. Bagudo. And he explained about the accounting is a professional. Accounting is the best course in the world. If you study accounting, even you like your children to study accounting because of that. And also met in last semester, met a professor Dogarawa. He teach us about the research, how we can do research. I tell us how he's starting how we become accountant. He started doing this business management. When he want to do accounting in our school, they did not give him accounting. They give him other course for diploma. After he finished diploma, he applied for accounting again. He's not still did not give him accounting. He continued further to study management. But when he entered 211, they advised him to cross to accounting, but he already have a
Okay.
passion, interest for business management. By the time he finished the business management, he's one among the people that finished with 2-1 second class upper. And that second class upper, he give him upper hand to go and study his master in banking and finance and come back to our school. And when he come
Okay.
back to our school, he started lecturing in our school and realized that if you are using only banking and finance to lecture in the accounting department, he will not get the promotion on time. He started doing the accounting masters. After he finished the accounting master and doing the doctorate, and he's the one of the senior lecturer we have in our department. And the person also I have a lot of role model. One of it is Professor Oyedokun Emmanuel, Godwin Emmanuel. He is the one that are doing like philanthropist. He organized a free online course for the people, like feed in forensic accounting, advanced diploma in taxation and fiscal policy. When I grow up, and also when I finish my school, in future I would likely to be like him, because he do a lot of course. He do like law and a lot of other course, and he
Wow.
help a lot of peoples to do not have knowledge about the taxation and other professional course in accounting, and also give us
Great.
about these professions courses in area of accounting. It make us to have more awareness about accounting things,
Okay.
not only
Okay.
about the
Okay.
taxation. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Abdullah. I think that's also well detailed. You mentioned those who have actually helped you. Your dad, Professor Godwin Oyedokun, who also happens to be my own boss. You mentioned specifically what they have actually done in your life. That's a very good one. Well done. Okay, so as we wrap up this program, let me ask Afsat, because she mentioned that she worked with her father's friend. And my question is, when you resumed work, if that was your first place at work, how did you see the difference between practical and the theory you were taught in school? So your resumption at work, you explained that it's a firm, so I want to believe it's a firm of chartered accountant. So when you resumed, how did you see that difference between the theory that you were being taught in school and the real life matters that faced you in at work?
Okay, so thank you very much for asking that question. It was actually the first place I worked, and when I resumed, I would say it was challenging adapting to it at first, to be honest, because I'll not say it was completely different, because yes, the theoretical aspect was very necessary for me to gain the foundation, but seeing the application process was somewhat different. Like I realized that practical is it is very necessary, and that was why I mentioned earlier that I am not choosing the field to specialize in yet until I have the relevant experience, because practical is very basically I'll say the internship working with my father's friend gave me it was what like shed the light on the fact that I need like a lot of practical and hands-on experience before I can become like a qualified accountant. And I think this made me understand the reason why ICAN requires 3 years working experience as an accountant before you can be inducted, even after completing the exams.
Thank you very much, and you have absolutely correct, exactly, because we don't want members who only know theory. You want members who have hands-on experience, and that's why we want such members who can boast and say, yes, they are indeed chartered accountants. Okay, as we wrap up the program, ICANN is always open to ideas that will positively advance the growth of ICANN members, the accountancy profession, and the global business environment. While we pray and hope that you will join the ICANN family very soon, I know that maybe in few days or few weeks from now, Afsat and Franklin will be meeting in Lagos for induction. What are your expectations from ICANN? What do you think ICANN should do better or should do if ICANN is actually not doing that currently? Franklin, let me start with you.
Okay. I expect ICANN to continue supporting young accountants by providing strong mentorship, practical training, and access to networking opportunities. As someone new to the profession, I hope ICANN can help bridge the gap between what we learn in school and what is actually needed in the workplace. I also hope ICANN stays committed to maintaining high ethical standards, inspiring us to be honest and trustworthy in our work. Finally, I would love ICANN to promote more programs that help young accountants and, like me, of course, to develop specialized skills in areas like financial analysis and tax planning and maybe forensics too. I'm excited to become part of this community. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I can assure you that all we have said, the ICANN is listening. Many of those things are already what ICANN is doing, and we will still do more in terms of meeting the expectations of our members. Abdullahi, let's hear from you. What's your expectation from ICAN?
Um, my expectation about the ICAN is that the scholarship opportunity that are going on, that most of the school are not knowing it, they need to increase the awareness of it, and also to improve the all of these materials and other things that are affecting students. All of these program like this, they need to let the other school that are not aware of it to know about it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Abdullahi. Thank you very much. And that will surely be done. That will be a feedback from this program, and all those scholarship will there will be more awareness for those scholarships across the entire higher institutions in Nigeria. After Temitope Mohammed, let's hear from you.
Hey, thank you very much. First, before I give my comments, I'd like to thank you and the organizers of this event for inviting me to speak. I believe it's a very great opportunity. So thank you very much. I expect ICAN to continue promoting adaptability within the profession. As we know, accounting is quickly evolving, and we need professionals to keep up with the trends and stay in line with the technological advancements. So I expect ICAN to introduce courses and to keep on training professionals. The exam should not be the stop for us. Should make sure that we keep on growing and studying. Secondly, I expect ICAN to provide mentors for students, mentorship programs. I believe this will greatly help with bridging the gap between transitioning between theory and practicals. That will be all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Afsat. That's well noted and will be taken. Thank you so very much. Indeed, I'm glad to announce to you that you guys are making history with ICAN on air because, to my knowledge, this is the first time we are bringing a couple of students on the show to hear from them. And this is done in celebration of the International Accounting Day in 2024. I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show today. Franklin Hede, 400 level student of the Department of Accounting from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and also a ICAN Prize winner in May 2024 diet, in case study in particular. Thank you so much for coming. Afsat Temitope Mohammed, 400 level student in accounting from University of Lagos. Thank you so much for coming. And lastly, Abdullahi Asimi Olumide, 400 level in the Department of Accounting, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Thank you for coming, guys, on the show today, for sharing your thoughts with the members of ICAN and friends of the Institute. For Franklin and Afsat, hopefully we'll see physically by December during your induction. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's quickly go and take.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's good to have you on the show. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Abdullah. You're welcome, Franklin, and thank you, Afsat. Now let's quickly take some announcements on the show. The Africa Congress of Accountants is here again. Prepare to join us from May 6th to 9th, 2025, as accountants from across the continent gather in the vibrant city of Kigali, Rwanda, for an unforgettable in-person experience. Early bird registration is open until December 31st, 2024. Don't miss your chance to secure your spot at an exclusive rate. For inquiries, reach out to Bingpay or call Bingpay's number. Then check the flyer for more details. Also, we are glad to announce to you that ICAN is live on TikTok. So follow us at ICAN-ngr to get the very exclusive news, study tips, institute events, behind-the-scenes content, student insight, and much more. Also, the 24th Fellowship Conferment Ceremony is here. The date is Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Aspiring members to join the distinguished ranks of ICAN Fellows, FCAs. Where are you? Go ahead and apply. This December is your moment, because the fee is 175,000 naira. Go ahead and apply for your fellowship conferment. The 54th AAC papers are live. For those of you who attended the 54th AAC in Abuja, go ahead on the app and start downloading the papers. Also, we are glad to let you know that the 3rd ECOWAS Abua Congress is here. Date is November 27th to 30th, and the venue is Côte d'Ivoire. Please join us as we go on that Congress. Also, the 74th induction ceremony is here. The date is December 3rd and 4th, 2024, and the induction fee is 130,000 naira only. The closing date for application for this induction is this Friday, which is tomorrow, November 15th. So, if you are preparing to be inducted by next induction on December 3rd and 4th, go ahead and don't miss tomorrow's date. Likewise, November 2024 diet regional examinations date has been announced to be November 19th to November 21. The payment closure date or the registration date is tomorrow likewise. Please don't miss it if you plan to write the November 2024 examinations. Dear professional colleagues and our global viewers, you agree with me like I usually say that today's program is worth the while. Very instructive, very educative, very inspiring, just like the topic reads. And that's the show today. I want to thank the students who are our guests, who have taken time to be part of this show and who has also formed history by coming to ICAN-ngr today. Till I come your way again with another guest, another topical issue, stay safe and stay sound. I remain Tosin Akinyomi FCA, saying thank you for watching and bye for now.